Alright, what's up people? Welcome back. So today we're working on the Z again. For those of you who don't know, if you're new to the channel, this is a 350Z 2004 with a Silverado 5.3 in it, and going through and basically building everything that I need for the swap kit. So using the Collins adapter, stock drive shaft, everything. Engine's going to be farther forward than normal, but doing it to see how it works. So next thing I'm doing is exhaust manifolds. So I'm going to chop up the truck manifolds, and I forgot I had this thing, the passenger side, and I put a post on Facebook asking if I could buy one from somebody locally, and then I found one buried in the pile. I thought I got rid of it. So it is the EGR style, and I didn't want that, so I thought I got rid of it. I had one that I know I got rid of, but I forgot I had a second one. So the plan is basically I'm going to use a 2 1/4 inch pipe, and I'm probably going to cut here and then straight out and then run a pipe straight out the backside, so I can come back down over here and connect down to that little pipe there. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to do some pie cuts and may even try to use the TIG welder on some of this just so I can get some more practice with TIGging steel, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so got this thing notched out. It's all cut, pipe all in there. And I did go through and kind of round this off a little bit. So this is going to come in and kind of up at a little bit of an angle to get around the steering shaft. So I'm probably going to cut it at an angle and whatever, do something with it. But for now I'll probably just cut it about here and then decide where I want to go with it after and just add pieces on. Because that steering shaft is pretty close to here. So I kind of actually got to go like back towards the engine from here and up a little bit, so we'll see. Okay, so here's the masterpiece right here. It's all tacked up. So instead of, I did something a little different than I normally do. Instead of cutting the hole all the way open and then welding it, I kind of bent it up, closed the gap a little bit, and well, we'll see how this goes. Another masterpiece. Oh yeah. Test fit number 1. Clears the steering shaft. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this at an angle here, and it's going to come back, and then I'll probably just do some pie cuts. And I do have this other, the other exhaust piece up, held up with a jack, and it's really close already. So probably do a pie cut bend and then maybe a little straight piece. And I might cut that flange off and weld it right to that. I may do that. So what I may do is just weld it right to that, and that goes back to another bolted section back here somewhere, and it's on a flex joint. So I would be able to actually unbolt it, flex it out, and then remove the engine. So pretty cool. Alright, so got the first couple pie cuts welded. Then I got one sitting down there. Kind of how it's going to go. So we're actually pretty close. I'm probably going to cut that flange off, and then we might be able to do that one little pie cut and then a straight piece and be done with it. I did get a decent looking weld on the bottom side of that. This was really hard to tack. I tried to tack it when it was in place here with the TIG, and it was like the pieces just separating. So I did get it to stick, but it kind of like blew a hole in one spot, and so it looks super shitty on the top. Like this spot right here was actually a hole that I blew in it and had to fill. Okay guys and girls, oops, we got this thing all done. The masterpiece is complete. So I just went ahead and just welded right to the flange here. Those actually don't look too bad, but there was a big gap here, so I just filled that in, and the rest kind of looks like normal. Here is where I TIG welded it. That spot doesn't look too bad, but still working on trying to get the dime look on the steel. I don't know. We'll need a little work on that, but this is the booger. This is the booger factory. I went and took a grinder and took these down a little bit in this spot here, so I can actually get this thing in from the top. The first time I took it out from the bottom, and I had to jack it up really high, and I just took it straight down at an angle like that from the bottom, but the car was like this high in the air. So now I took the grinder and hit those little spots, and now I won't be able to figure out how to get it back in again. So now it'll try to figure out how I did that before. Camera shy. There we go. So now it goes right in. Just like that. Well, it seems like when you're trying really hard to get it in, it doesn't want to move, and then as you let it go, it just falls in. Yep. That's what I see anyways. So I'm going to try to get one of these bolts threaded. Yeah, I tried to do some with the TIG, and it's very time consuming. And I was trying to do some tacks way down in here with the TIG, and it was just not working. So some things you just gotta do. Some things you just gotta do with the other welder. Especially some of the stuff. Uh-oh. Houston, we may have a problem. Yeah, we may have an issue. I think I bent it when I took it out because I had it tack welded, and it might have bent up a little bit. So we'll see. I'm going to try to get this thing in there. I hope that's not the case. But it will be, I'm sure. I'm sure it's not going to work now. What a joke. That sucks. Yeah, I think when I took it out of the bottom, it like tweaked it a little bit. So now I can't get that back bolt in. It's like hitting. So I'm going to try some stuff and see if we can get it. So yeah, this thing looks like it bent up a little bit, so it's actually hitting in the backside. So I think what I might do is I'm just going to chop this and cut the cat right out of it, and I'll bolt the flange on the back, bolt that on, and cut this, remove this, and then I'll just add a piece in here, and then I know it's going to fit because this is all bolted up, and I'll be able to weld it from underneath the car and get a pretty decent bead or tack on there before I pull it back out and weld it fully. So what ended up happening, these big spots that were open, I had like a couple tacks on the top, and as I pulled it out, they just split apart. So whatever, it happens. Alright, so this thing's out. This little resonator or cat, I don't think it's a cat, I think it's just a little resonator. That's what makes it sound like a hungry hippo. So we'll get rid of that thing, bolt this on, slice this in. Slice it? I don't know. We'll throw it in and weld it back up. Alright, so I think I'm going to call it here. This thing is back in now and ready to go. I still got to weld a little section in there, but I think what I'm going to do is wait until I get the other side done, because it goes to it's like a Y to go down to 1, and I want to make sure that it's even and both sides match up. So I'll probably weld those, tack those in at the same time. I think this side looks like it might be a little more difficult with all the wiring and stuff, but I think it'll actually be easier because of the way the manifold is set up. It's set up a little bit differently than the driver's side. This is the passenger side EGR manifold, so I'll have to probably cut that off and fill it, or just block that off. We'll see how it fits. But this one's a little bit different, so I'll actually have room to probably just cut straight down instead of cutting in and over. I'll be able to cut straight off here and then just go straight out, and I don't have to go around the steering column, steering shaft on this side. So where this side I had to like jog it in and then down, this one will come kind of This one will come kind of straight back from the manifold, and I might even be able to just do like one pie cut turn and then straight in. So instead of going in, down, and around, I might just be able to do a straight piece right there. So that might even be easier. So that's it for this one, guys. I'm tired, I'm dirty, I'm going in. We'll finish this thing tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.